Thank you, Brian. It is with tremendous excitement to be here today to provide a corporate update on K92 Mining at a very transformational time for the company. I'd like to first begin by extending our congratulations to Papua New Guinea. Today marks their 50th anniversary of independence. Our CEO, John Lewins, is in Papua New Guinea attending this major milestone. Forward-looking cautionary statements to review at your leisure. So I've always thought of K92 Mining as a unique Tier 1 opportunity, a special situation for the precious metal space. Effectively, in May 2017, we made a disruptive near-mine infrastructure discovery called Kora North. 2 to 3 times the thickness, 2 to 3 times the grade of the Mtpa deposit that we were mining at that time. And it checks all the boxes for a highly productive underground mine. Better geology, better geotech, better metallurgy than the Mtpa deposit. We rapidly transitioned to Kora North and declared commercial production in early 2018, and were able to largely self-fund multiple stages of growth, with our most transformational to date well advanced, which is stage 3, with the commissioning of the plant underway. That takes us to a run rate production of roughly 300,000 ounces gold equivalent at all-in sustaining costs of under $1,000 an ounce. We have also been working towards a stage 4 expansion, which has production at over 400,000 ounces gold equivalent. If you look at the chart on the bottom right, you will see that we've been able to rapidly grow our resource. This has been driven by a few elements. One is the tremendous continuity of the deposit, and 2 is the fact that it's near mine infrastructure. So we've grown the vein mineralization to over 7 million ounces gold equivalent, and we've done a disciplined porphyry program, 14.6 million ounce resource at Blue Lake. As I show you later in the presentation, we believe we are just scratching the surface in terms of the exploration upside potential. The team is very experienced and has a very strong record operating in Papua New Guinea. Our cash balance is strong, the project is fully funded, and we've been in the unique position due to strong operating results and also strong gold prices to have actually increased our net cash position as we've been delivering the expansion. ESG is a major focus, and we maintain strong relations with government, community, and workforce. And our stock has been re-rating, and we see significant re-rating potential ahead. As you can see in the chart on the left, pure average multiples imply a re-rating of 55%, while also offering one of the strongest growth profiles over the next few years in the precious metal sector. I like to show this chart because it shows via long section just the rapid value creation that we've delivered through the drill bit. So this is where we were on the left image, May 2017. We made the discovery of Kora North. There was a 1.7 million ounce resource, which comprised of Kora and Uatompe. We fast forward to 2021, we combined Kora, Uatompe, and Kora North, and the Judd deposit started to emerge. So just under 5 million ounces of high-grade resource. That same year, we were awarded by the PDAC Best Global Discovery. Now fast forward to September 2023, Kora and Judd have continued to grow a high-grade resource of over 7 million ounces. What this has enabled us to do is to execute a strategy of multiple expansions. In 2020, we delivered the stage 2 expansion, doubling plant throughput to 400,000 tons per annum. In 2023, we delivered the stage 2A, increasing that plant's throughput to 500,000 tons per annum. And stage 3, our most transformational to date, is very well underway. We have constructed a new 1.2 million ton per annum process plant. Commissioning is nearly complete. That plant is designed to be expandable with upgrades to the wet end of the plant, enabling for low capital to bring the throughput to 1.8 million tons per annum, or production north of 400,000 ounces gold equivalent. At the end of August, 88% of the capital is spent or committed, and we remain on budget and plan to hand over the plant to operations in the first half of Q4. In terms of the operational performance, the last 12 months have been strong. 2024, we exceeded our production guidance, and 2025, we remain on track to meet our production guidance. Looking ahead, Q3, it's important to highlight that this is a stockpiling quarter. We've currently built a stockpile of around 30,000 tons, which is in line with the commissioning and ramp-up requirements. Looking further ahead, as we deliver on the expansion, we expect a significant compression in terms of our all-in sustaining and cash costs, driven by economies of scale. Now, looking at the mine execution, there's a few key points to make here. Number one is that we've increased mine physicals for several years. This has been accomplished by delivering multiple expansions. The second point to make is that strategically over the last few quarters, we have made a concerted effort to complete multiple key enabler projects to enable our material movements to take the next step forward. As I will go through later in the presentation, you will see that many of these projects have been recently complete or are nearly complete. It's also important to recognize that as we've been focused on those key enabler projects, we've allocated a significant amount of resources to completing those, and upon their completion, we're able to reallocate it to more traditional underground mining activities, which will enable us to take another step forward in terms of our mine physicals. Looking at the total mine material slide, you'll see for several years that we've made a concerted effort to mine a lot of waste tons. You will see that the ore tons mined has almost flatlined, but we've mined a lot of waste tons. This is because we've been focused on opening up the mine, and we are now in a position to ramp up long hole open stoping, which enables us to ramp up the amount of low-cost, highly productive ore tons feeding the mill. Now, looking at some of these key projects. So the twin incline, that's been done for quite some time. The first material pass, the first tons went through in August. The Puma vent incline, there's 100 meters to go until breakthrough, and the paste fill system is planned to start commissioning in mid-Q1 of next year. This just shows the comparison of the existing infrastructure to the main mine, as shown in the image on the left, and the twin incline infrastructure that we've put in on the right. This enables trucks that are 50% larger and operate at more than twice the speed as the trucks go into the main mine. At the moment, it's effectively an underground highway. We are currently operating civil articulated trucks at the moment. That started last month. In terms of the ore pass system or the material pass system, the first tons went down in early August, and this connects the main mine, leveraging gravity to that highly productive underground highway, the twin incline. The fan chamber, this is a lesser priority because that's required for stage 4, not for the stage 3 ventilation requirements, but that's made significant progress. This is a very large excavation. For those that have been on site, they will appreciate it. 15 meters wide, 9.5 meters high, and with the tapered profile, 75 meters long. The fans are planned to be installed over the coming weeks, and we plan to electrify it opportunistically in the first half of 2026. This will increase the airflow rates by a factor of 4 from what they are currently. As I said, we've invested a lot in waste mining to open up the mine. Front number 1 is the twin incline. Front number 1 is the main mine. That's where we've been operating since commercial production. Front number 2 is what we call the lower Cora. There are 2 sublevels that are currently being developed. Front number 3 is the twin incline front. There are 5 sublevels currently being developed. And front number 4, we plan to focus on mining that upon the delivery of paste fill, because we'll be approaching it with a top-down mining method. I'd also like to highlight, and it's not that clear from the image, but you will see that we are connecting the incline from the twin incline and then declining from the main mine. We are looking to connect those in the first quarter of next year. That will give us a significant improvement in traffic management, and instead of having 2 captive mines, we will have 1 connected mine, further giving us a boost to our productivities. Concurrent with those upgrades, we've been investing significantly in technology for the underground mine. We've run fiber optic and the associated Wi-Fi through the underground. That enables us to operate surface-operated teleremotes, as you can see on the image on the left. This is important because it enables us to operate the loaders that are teleremote bogging the long hole stopes during shift change and re-entry, thereby maximizing the productivity period for the loaders over a 24-hour period, particularly important as we ramp up long hole open stopes. In late July, our Easer L raise bore rig right on site, that enables us to bore blind raises. We use those for the slot rises for our long holes. This is a lower technical approach to opening up the slots, which is a key part of our stoping cycle for the long hole stopes. The support from government has been very strong, and in August we were honored to have a delegation led by the Minister for Mining, the Honourable Rainbow Paita, on site. We are also looking forward to hosting various delegations on site next month for our grand opening ceremony for the Stage 3 expansion. In terms of the Gantt chart of the delivery of projects, the key projects, the Stage 3 plant, the commissioning is nearly complete. In terms of the ventilation, phase 1, that was complete early in the year. That brings us to 150 cubes per second. Phase 2 which is 2 more legs of vent raise. That is nearly complete. What's important about that is it brings us up to 200 cubes per second of airflow, and that shortens the re-entry time, and that enables us to transition from firing once a day to firing twice a day. So again, you can see the productivity improvements from these upgrades that we're putting in place. And phase 3 is the breakthrough, the Puma, which, as I said, is under 100 meters until breakthrough. And phase 4 is when we'll opportunistically turn on the fans in the fan chamber. The material pass, as it's shown, the first one was complete in August, and we are going to start development of the second one in Q4, aiming for completion in Q1. That's important because then we're able to have a dedicated pass for ore and a dedicated pass for waste, further providing an enhancement to our productivities. The ancillary infrastructure projects, a number of them are complete or nearly complete, which I'll show later on in the presentation. The process plant commissioning is well advanced. All circuits are live in terms of the commissioning, and we are aiming for first gold pour and first concentrate through the plant next month. In terms of the ancillary items, the top 3 images are complete. That's the interim power station, the warehouse, and the Cooming Creek camp. The Cooming Creek camp houses the surge in contractor personnel for the construction. That will be repurposed for our stage 4 manning requirements. The primary power station is nearly complete. This is important because it provides us with stable prime power. The new maintenance facilities, those are well advanced. It's a lower priority for us. The civils are all complete, and the erection of steel is planned to start imminently. That is planned for completion in the 4th quarter. In terms of the paste fill, for those that aren't familiar, the design that we've taken is a lower technical risk approach. So we have 3 main packages. We have a tailings filtration plant, which is near the process plant, and that produces a filter cake. That filter cake gets trucked up to a surface storage facility near the portal. This is important because of that surface storage facility. It effectively decouples the paste fill plant from the mill. And then there is the plant located underground. And that is located near roughly the center of gravity of the deposit. So the bottom half of the deposit is, the paste is delivered conventionally by gravity, and then the upper part we minimize the amount of pumping required and therefore the technical risk. All construction contracts have been awarded. The long leads were awarded quite some time ago. GR Engineering has finished all the detailed engineering and design for the surface packages, and Quattro is nearly complete with the detailed engineering and design for the underground paste fill plant. Early earthworks for the tailings filter plant, that is complete. You can see that's been handed over to the contractor, and the civils have already commenced. The surface storage area near the portal, the site clearing is done, and early earthworks are underway. In terms of exploration, we have 12 drill rigs currently operating. We have 6 operating underground at Cora and Judd, and we have 5 operating at Arakompa, and we have 1 operating at Wera. In terms of Cora, a key focus for exploration over the last few years has been on increasing the drill density ahead of those 3 mining fronts that we're opening up. From that, we have found that the high-grade mineralization continues to extend as we increase the drill density, and we've also identified multiple dilatant zones. These are marked in the dashed blue lines, some of which are near mine infrastructure, including the 2 by the twin incline. We're able to unlock those dilatant zones upon the delivery of paste fill, as it requires a transverse mining method, but will certainly help the expansion going forward. Interestingly, we've been getting some really good copper intercepts at the K2 vein as we've been stepping out to the south, some of which is a large discrete zone of over 4% copper. And we've also started kicking off a program at Cora Deeps. So it marks a real change in our strategy in terms of ramping up step-out drilling. Judd is very much the same. As we've increased the drill density going up dip and down dip, we found that we've gotten a nice improvement of grade. We've also kicked off drilling at Judd Deeps, and you can see from the image that we've got some really good intersections. Both structure and grade remains quite strong. At Cora and Judd, there is a plan to push step-out drilling to the south. At the moment, it is a fairly limited program. As we ramp up our development meters, we will have more discretionary lateral advance to allocate to pushing infrastructure to the south, which we plan to do by both the drill drive at the 1200 level and also extending the twin incline further to the south. A big story for us exploration-wise since early 2024 has been Arakompa. Effectively, we were the first to drill it in 32 years. Historically, there was 1.8 kilometers of drilling over 18 holes, so roughly 100 meters a hole. It effectively was under-drilled. And there's been several key findings from our drill programs to date. One is we've identified a sizable bulk tonnage zone. It's over 1.1 kilometer strike, 800 meters vertical, and the average true thickness from drilling to date is 39 meters. So very sizable, and you can see there's some nice high-grade zones amongst it. From the results that we reported last Thursday, we were very excited with our southernmost step-out hole. It extended the bulk zone further to the south, but it also transitioned from bulk zone mineralization to porphyry-style mineralization, recording an overall intersection of 690 meters at 0.3% copper equivalent, with a higher grade component of 395 meters at 0.38% copper equivalent. The mineralization is interpreted to be distal to a potential higher grade potassic core, a bottom in mineralization, and step-out drilling following the significant vector is already underway. When you look at Arakompa, we've also defined 2 high-grade veins over significant strike. I'd say the highlight from the drilling results last week was, as shown in the ellipse on the left image, we extended a thick high-grade zone with an intersection recording 7 meters at roughly 28 grams gold equivalent. This shows the plan maps from the various press releases that we put out to date at Arakompa. So you can see where we were in February 2024, 1 drill rig operating, 2 holes reported. As you fast forward to September 2025 with the results last week, 5 drill rigs going, 67 holes reported. You can see we've delineated a sizable bulk tonnage zone, multiple high-grade veins, and we now have an emerging porphyry story at Arakompa. So very exciting. What we've also done is we've brought in 2 more drill rigs, and they plan to arrive on site late Q4, early Q1 2026. We plan on continuing to ramp up our regional exploration. Another big find from the results last week was a new greenfields discovery at Wera, located roughly 10 kilometers southwest of Core and Judd. This is accessible by road. It was delineated from our airborne geophysics program that we flew in late 2021. There was some historic stream sediments. Our team has worked on it since 2024, and they have delineated a sizable 3.5 kilometer by 3.5 kilometer low sulfidation vein system. And as you can see, many of these structures are well mineralized with some very high-grade rock chip samples as shown on the image. We brought in a contractor rig recently, and they've started scout drilling. So we look to provide results in due course. One thing I'd just like to flag is that as the mine ramps up, we plan on ramping up our exploration. We know that we have tremendous potential to add value, not just through the re-rating of executing the mine, but also through the drill bit. We view that we have over 25 years of exploration targets in front of us, and we look forward to leveraging some of our cash flow to accelerating the path to discovery. We are spending $20 million on exploration this year, and the intention is to increase it to $40 million over the next 2 years. Thank you.
We have a minute or 2 for questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand so that a microphone can be brought. Maybe just one from me then, David. You've got obviously a lot going on internally with the growth projects there, and obviously a very high quality operation in place. How does that split your time or people at your firm's time between these internal opportunities that you're pursuing, any possible external opportunities, and possible capital returns as well?
Yeah, thank you, Brian. So we expect to generate a significant amount of free cash flow upon the delivery of the Stage 3 expansion. And the Stage 4 expansion, as I said earlier, is not particularly capital intensive. So we expect at some point in 2026 to be in a position to start returning capital to shareholders. In terms of our growth, we see just a tremendous amount of growth internally through our own execution. You can see that we control a very large land package that has multiple mines within that land package. So we feel like we have some real potential to advance it. From an M&A perspective, we believe that we have an absolutely exceptional asset. From a transactional readiness perspective, we always look and see what's out there. That gives us an understanding of relative value, but it also gives us a strategic view of the landscape of the industry going forward.
Well, thanks for that, David. Please join me in thanking David for his presentation.